like we are live. Welcome to Alone in the Dark. I'm Sackshot, and as you can see, today we're gonna play Alone in the Dark, a game that I bought probably 6 or 8 months ago. Never started it. It's been installed on my PS5 since then, and yeah, never really been in the mood for it, but today we are gonna jump straight in, and we're gonna play easy because we are basically just gonna wanna focus on the story. I have gone through the option menu and I've seen that you can play with like the 1992 models and a filter that makes the graphics look like that as well. None of those are going to be activated. This is just straight OG. Let's go with modern. If I really enjoy it and I play through it a second time, I might do some other changes. Try the old school filter and system.
So, your uncle, what's wrong with him?
He's possessed.
As in the devil?
Something like that. He says a dark man is following him, watching him at all times.
What do you make of it?
It's nonsense, of course, but I'd be lying if I said it didn't bother me. You see, it runs in my family.
Older horror games, simply because
No,
I
Detective.
was way too young when
Deteriorating
they
melancholy.
were a thing.
Practically every member of the Hartwood family is driven mad before they grow
I
old.
remember playing the Alone in the Dark that was released on the Xbox.
But Jeremy didn't kill
360.
himself. Is that why he's at your setup?
Despite being convinced that he is truly possessed, he decided to put his last
That one
chips on
was
Dr.
just
Gray and
called
his
Alone in the
psychoanalysis, figuring he might stumble upon some cure.
I think like the same era.
You mentioned
I
the
played,
letter.
Resident Evil 5 was the first.
I received a disturbing letter from Jeremy accusing the staff and all the other patients of being involved in some cult. And now they are also out to kill him.
Could it be real? Or is it all just in his head?
Both Resident Evil 2 and
It's a story
4.
he tells himself, Mr.
I have
Crombie.
1 and 3 as well.
Anything
I
to
just
avoid the
haven't
truth.
Which
gotten
is?
around to play them.
That we're all terribly insignificant. That people mean so very little to one another. That there is no one out to get Jeremy Hartwood because he isn't worth getting.
Here we are.
My uncle's not well, Mr. Crombie. I want to make sure he's all right.
Then what's my part in this? You couldn't get a cab?
I just wouldn't feel safe going alone. Did you bring a gun?
Yeah. You think it'll actually come to that?
No. But you might need to wave it around depending on how agreeable the staff will be.
What exactly are we gonna do when we find Jeremy?
I don't know. Let's just find him first.
Oh, okay, let's choose character. Well, uh, let's see here. Hartwood and Edward Carnby. Let's go with the guy with the gun.
Hello? Hello?
Looks abandoned.
It can't be. There has to be someone around.
Wait here. I'll go around back.
I like that you can play with two different characters, because that also increases the replay value of the game if you get to do different things with each character. Okay, let's see. So that's how we aim. I'm gonna just assume that I fire with R2, since L2 is aim.
Now what do we got here?
Flashlight. What looks like a key. The kitchen garden key. Okay. Ooh. I love myself a flashlight. Now I'm not sure that I will play through the entire game, actually, because depending on what type of horror game this is, I just can't stand it. Like, I've tried the Alien Isolation, and that's just... my nerves just can't handle that. It's just too much. But if it's more like, at least what I know, like Resident Evil 2, for instance.
Nah, I'm not getting in there.
Then it won't be too bad. What do we have here? Okay. Guessing I might need a rope with a hook or something.
Whoa. That's one big tree to fit inside a conservatory. Huh? What?
I can hear the whispers, but can't really tell where they come from. Housekeeper's key. Okay. Let's see, do we have some type of map? Not really. Oh wait. Oh, I have a map, I just can't access it quite yet. Okay, so I'm guessing that's the key I got. So let's go and check the other places first. Can't interact with that door. And not with that one. What do we have here? Ooh. Some bullets. It's always nice. Oh, okay. Chain blocking my way there. So yeah, there's no other place to go than into the housekeeper's area.
Don't mind if I do.
So I'm guessing that flask is your healing, maybe?
Every day your silence weighs a little heavier. It's been a difficult year for everyone, and many have lost all hope. I read in the papers about people suffering. Pictures of dust-covered landscapes without a drop of water. I wish I knew if you were still tending the earth or if you had turned your back against us. I have started to look for help elsewhere. I pray you will tell me if I am going down a path that you find disagreeable. With help from Baptiste and Charlotte, I found comfort in the practice of the voodoo. I have long been skeptical of that Caribbean cult, but it's been of good use to me. It seems all harmless in my book. I say some words dreamt up by the Creoles, and I carry around a small pocket of gree-gree. Nothing of this is mentioned in the Bible, of course, but the French Quarter priestess tells me it's all connected. She says the Christian God is just one more perspective on the creator of things. That's what I like to think, but the other way around, that the spirits of her faith are just aspects of you, our Heavenly Father. I am so grateful for the words you gave Mr. Hartwood. We will sing your praises at St. John's Eve. The world will be blessed soon again. Only the sacrifices of the Old Testament compare to your demands. Let it be the truth. A mother of earth, wood, and dirt. A mother of 1,000 young.
Sacred sand, $1. Black cat oil, $1.50. Devil shoestrings, a quarter. That makes $2.75, madame.
What was that you were telling the doctor? A goat without horns. What does that mean?
Ah, you must have misheard me, madame. I said no such thing.
Please. I know I don't look like any of you, but I'm devout. I'm ready to do what it takes.
Do not be so eager to sacrifice the few things you have left, madam. Now please, leave my store.
A goat without horns.
Okay. That's ominous. Oh, okay. Something is making sounds. Let's make sure we interact with everything before we interact with that door. Let's also check to see what's through here. Another place that requires a key, I'm guessing. Oh. Okay.
I need the key.
Okay, that one's locked. Streetcar ticket. Okay. Oh. Now that's interesting. Ah. Okay, let's stay on this floor for now.
Please do not touch the boiler. It is working after all. While the sabotage has caused a leak, only the decorative plate has been completely ruined. Let's wait for Mr. Chance to turn up and he can take a look at the leak. Mr. Waits.
That's a good save.
So I'm guessing I need to find those pieces because it seems like I can do some selecting, but I can't seem to move anything. Okay. A little bit of loading there. So let's see what's behind this door then. Rat poison. Okay.
What was that?
Oh, so okay, I can only carry 5. Was this open before? This is always something I'm wondering about when you have these types of games. Why give you something to interact with if it's not gonna have anything? Oh, floor plan, nice. Okay, let's see here. So let's see. Oh yeah, I can change. Okay, so that was yeah. That's the kitchen garden, right? And okay, yeah.
Okay.
Sunday, June 22nd. I spent all day looking for Jeremy. I should have cared for the others, but I'm scared that he will do something irreversible. Cassandra is upset that I didn't give her the latest shipment of pain medication that Waits brought from the post office yesterday. I would have given it to her, but the company didn't send a new key this time around, so the box is just sitting there on my desk. They must have figured we had plenty of their gimmicky keys by now. I only remember seeing one lately. Grace was playing with it inside the grand parlor. Unless it turns up by itself, it will have to wait. I have to figure out where Jeremy is. I think Jack knew something. That dog of his found a strange rot permeating the house. She's showing us, he said. Like those blots and streaks of fetid rot was talking to him.
Okay, so let's see. There might be a key in the grand parlor. So let's see what the map says. We won't be able to get to that place yet. Because the dining room is locked. Well, let's keep on exploring. Okay, so this will be the library.
I need the key.
Okay, so that key basically just goes here. Let's see what's upstairs. Is casting that shadow, or is it a painting that's been removed?
Looks important. It's wedged shut.
Huh. Well, that key won't help. Yes. I've fully explored as far as I can go at the moment. Can I jump down, maybe? No. So let's see, if I change floor, so she should be by the blocked door, but before we go there, let's check all the other
key.
doors. That should be where she's standing outside. Rubber stamp.
I need the key.
Okay. What else do we have here? Another
The
clue.
Great Depression. President Hoover raises tariffs on over 20,000 imported goods in an act to protect American labor. Following the collapse of the Wall Street stock market on October 24 last year, American industry has suffered greatly. Thousands of companies have gone bankrupt and left a large part of the American workforce unemployed. In an attempt to turn the tide, the Smoot-Hawley Tariff Act has been signed by President Herbert Hoover. By regulating commerce with foreign countries, the government hopes to encourage the industries of the United States to compete with cheap foreign imports. Superstition on rise.
Well,
New Orleans
sounds,
voodoo stores and spiritual mediums see increased profit during troubled times. While the market has faced hard times ever since Black Thursday of last year, voodoo doctors and snake charmers see significant rise in number of customers. With the coming Eve of St. John on the 23rd, the police expect increased cult activity around Bayou St. John, the southern shore of Lake Pontchartrain. Voodoo rituals in that area on the Eve of St. John have a long tradition reaching back to the first snake worshippers brought as slaves from West Africa. During the 19th century, its practice was popularized by the legendary Marie Laveau and has since been embraced by many of the Creoles and the surviving aristocracy of the French Quarter. Author seeks asylum. Rumors regarding author Cassandra Beauregard making Derceto her home verified. Derceto Hospital is an old plantation building on the eastern shores of Lake Pontchartrain. While often considered an asylum for the insane, residing Dr. Elmore Lee Gray prefers to think of it as a convalescent home, a place where you can go to rest. The patient list is kept secret, but thought to include many of the black sheep of wealthy families, because at Derceto, treatment does not come for free. Local author Cassandra Beauregard has now been confirmed by her own admission. She's been lauded as a powerful Creole voice and written many successful books. Lately it was reported from Hollywood that she has finished a moving picture manuscript titled Slaughter Gulch. That film is set to hit the theaters next year.
Well, the first part of this newspaper sounds very familiar to what's happening now. So yeah, we can also check the upstairs before letting her in. Or I'm just gonna enter a cutscene where I'll let her in.
Thanks.
What are you doing? Who are you?
Whoa, pardon me, excuse me. My name is Edward Carnby, private investigator. I hope you don't mind we let ourselves inside.
I do mind. This is private property. You can't just barge in here.
I'm sorry about all this, but I'm looking for my uncle. It's urgent, and no one was answering the door.
We can't hear you knocking anymore. None of us can.
Who is your uncle, darling?
Jeremy. Am I right? She has that Hartwood gloom, doesn't she?
That's right. I'm Emily Hartwood. I just came to make sure my uncle is all right.
Well, he is unavailable right now. You will have to come back another day.
Unavailable how? Is he sleeping? We can wait.
He's lost.
Don't I know you from somewhere?
Who's your man again, Miss Hartwood?
My name's Edward Carnby, private investigator.
Splendid.
Enough! All of you! Get back to your rooms! McCarthy, keep your eyes on the child. And you two, please leave immediately.
Look, we're not here to cause any trouble. Just let us see the old man, satisfy the curiosity of my client here, and we'll be off.
Jeremy has gone missing. There's no need to worry, but it might be some time before he turns up. The whole staff is looking for him.
What? He ran off?
I don't have time for any of this. Please, come back tomorrow.
All right, in that case, we'll just wait in his room. You don't mind, do you? It's upstairs, right?
Wait, you can't.
Don't worry, we'll be discreet.
In the corridor. It's the first door on your left. I'll tell Dr. Gray you're here.
Excellent. Thank you, madam.
Just not taking a no for an answer.
All right, here we are.
Let's look around. See if we can dig up any clues.
I wonder what you would have done by if you chose to play as Emily in the beginning.
Every night the dark man stands opaque at the threshold of my room, counting the days until my spirit spills out of my tired shape. Only his pallid mask shelters my remaining sanity. Staring directly into the face of that demonic sultan would surely sunder time itself. Would he have looked the same to my father as he struggled for his life? Does his veiled face haunt my niece quite the same way? I wish so that I could rest my soul in that sunburnt convent of Tarawea. Would I find you there, Juan? Or Senora Perosi, back from the beyond? Every night I hide from him, moving from one misshapen memory to another. Scenes conjured out of fantasy and delirium. Places I struggle to even paint. I wish I understood your death, Senora. Is there anything I could do for you but bury you in that bleak necropolis? That triumphant chapel rising above the ledges and the oven vaults shall be your sepulchre, where you may rest, and I shall weep.
Oh, okay, so it's just no wait, this.
How did you first come to understand such things, Senora? How did you know that the battered boil in the basement would lead me to Lafayette Cemetery? Or how the old upstairs clock, with its astronomical motifs, would take me to that hateful mound outside of Claremont Harbor? Those are my memories, my past. Is there perhaps a chance, if ever so small, for me to see Tarawea? Oh, I want that more than anything. Please, let my talisman take me there. Let me sit with Juan under his Bodhi tree. Despite having sold me that talisman, Miss Jackson, the voodoo priestess, revealed none of her secrets to me. That's why I had to travel to Tonka. Instead, she cruelly told Baptiste, my caretaker, that he would be betrayed and killed in the most awful way, that the one he loved would pierce his thigh with a sharp spear, and that he would be devoured by his own mother. What a terrible thing to say. The people of Deseto are becoming dangerous. They do not understand what they are doing. I must do something to stop them. I tried talking to Dr. Gray, but he confuses my worries. He's caught up in treating me. How can he expect evil to be cured with medicine and conversation? The orderlies, the housekeeper, and the patients are all deranged. They will call upon evil to enter this world. All will be lost. Everything. Unless I can find the clerk, Mr. Waite. He seems to be a clear-thinking man. Maybe Beauregard. The dark man offered me a prison, and I accepted. I signed that miscarried contract and entered the dark pact. Everyone is safe, except for me.
Okay.
found a book full of peculiar notes. Have you heard of something called Tarawea?
No. What's that?
I might be reading too much into this, but I think it's the place he wants to go to.
Oh, okay. Sounds like a clue.
Nothing else you wanted to talk about? Okay. Oh, this makes those types of puzzles so much easier.
Hey, you know anything about this? Looks like some sort of talisman.
No, I don't. Oh, help me out here, will you?
I would kill the guy, throw some of this stuff out. I'd be crazy too if I had this much junk lying around.
Oh, wow. That's striking. I want to save this one. All right, come on. I want to go see Dr. Gray. Come on, let's go.
Yeah, I'm coming. Miss Hartwood. Emily? What the hell is going on? Where am I?
Oh, that's... We're not in Kansas anymore.
Yeah. Christ, what the hell was that?
Let's see, they kind of remind me a little bit of the tree enemies in what's that game? Got a sequel not too long ago. Remnant.
I can't go that way. is going on?
In the beginning, it didn't seem like this was the way to go, but now it seems like...
I can't go that way.
Okay, so L is for melee attacks. What's around this corner over here? I don't know.
My weapon broke.
Oh. Okay. Was this actually the place to go?
Don't let them get inside, compare. They're not the good kind.
Are you... Is this your store?
There are no owners here. We both strangers in Jeremy's store.
Jeremy did this. How?
The pact with the dog man. Jeremy warned us, but we didn't think much of it.
So, like...
I'm Detective Edward Carnby. I was hired by Jeremy's niece to find him.
Oh, yeah? How much you paying you?
$150.
She's sure getting her money's worth tonight. Are you a thinking man, compare?
No, not if I can help it.
You know, I think Jeremy's hiding in a way we can't find him. He has this juju necklace that guides him.
The talisman?
That's right. It's some magic charm he got from Miss Jackson down the street.
The voodoo priestess?
You know surprising things, compare. Yeah, the Mama Loa. Here, take the key. I locked the gate to save her place from all the ghouls and goblins getting inside. Maybe if you go there, you can find some clues to show you the way.
Thanks. I'll have a look.
Okay.
You want to come along?
Nah, I'm gonna stay here for a while.
That's on the outside. And let's go through this here. This room, which I can't access.
Nice.
What the hell are you?
Ah!
I do that much. It's not getting close to me. Fuck that shit.
Oh. Ah!
I'm full on pistol bullets. 26 bullets is not a lot.
Ah!
I thought it would be like 6 bullets in a gun.
Ah! I recognize this
If he
place.
locked
It's
the
Miss
door
Jackson's
to keep
seance
those
parlor.
ghouls out, he did a
Let's see if
piss-poor
she's got
job.
any information on Jeremy's talisman. It's the talisman, like the one in the painting.
Huh, okay.
think it's meant for the talisman. I think it needs numbers, like coordinates. Maybe there's something in Jeremy's notes.
Three, 5, 8.
It's showing something. A place? Where is that?
Oh.
Huh.
Okay.
Detective, I was wondering when you were going to show up. Mrs. Thompson told me you were here. I understand you are working for Jeremy Hartwood's niece.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, you're not wrong. We came here for her uncle. I just didn't expect... I didn't expect this. You are Dr. Gray, right?
That's right. You don't happen to have some identification, Detective. I'm not keen on having strangers prying into my business. Oh, Detective Edward Carnby, Decatur Street, New Orleans. Enjoying the Vieux Carré, Detective? Those old French quarters, the voodoo people, the gangsters. I'm sure you live an exciting life.
Well, it's not quite like the stories, Doc. Just trying to make a living.
Aren't we all making a living? Well, welcome to Deseto, Detective. I hope your time here will be useful. Now, what can I do for you?
Why don't you tell me where I can find Jeremy Hartwood?
Why wouldn't that make for a short visit? I wish I could tell you, but I'm afraid I don't know. A drink, Detective?
Anything brandy.
Oh, you do belong in the French quarters, Detective. Armagnac or cognac?
You know, just give me the cheap stuff. I'm not much of a connoisseur.
Having low standards is not a virtue, Detective. Let me see if I can broaden your perspective.
What can you tell me about Jeremy?
I wouldn't want to go into details about his condition. Doctor-patient confidentiality. I'm sure you understand.
Sure, but he is crazy, and he's gone missing. Why?
Here, try this.
Ooh, it's good. Got a bite?
It's called a sidecar. The trick is not to be afraid of the tartness of the lemon. Then, for goodness sake, don't overdo the triple sec.
Okay, what can you tell me about Jeremy?
Well, let me think. He is an anxious man, constantly worried about events not presenting themselves according to his model of predestination. He complains about things not being carried out in the right order, and that some things simply shouldn't be. Is any of this helpful to you?
Not really. I was hoping for some direction where to look next.
I'm sorry. I have nothing for you then. You should talk to my orderlies. They have been looking for him for a while now. I'm sure they would appreciate your help.
Yeah, I ran into Batiste earlier. Come to think of it, he might have given me a lead.
Oh, excellent. So your investigation is already underway.
I'm gonna go, but I'm sure we'll meet again.
Looking forward to it. Safe returns.
Well, that was a weird interaction.
Detective Carnby, how did you... Where did you go?
I was just talking to Dr. Gray.
You disappeared.
No, it's not what you think. Have you found anything strange going on here?
Yes. Everyone is being incredibly evasive and I can't figure out why.
No, I mean something you can't explain. Paranormal, even.
Detective, I really need you to get yourself together. I can't do this alone.
Forget it. I'll figure it out.
Do you want to come see Dr. Gray?
No, I want to try something. With this talisman, I think I can follow Jeremy to the place he mentioned in the book. What was the name? Do you remember something Spanish? Tarawea. Yeah, that's where I need to go.
Detective, are you gonna be all right?
Yeah, of course. Go talk to Dr. Gray. We'll rendezvous later. This talisman brought me back from the French Quarter in the blink of an eye. If Jeremy can travel so easily, then he could be hiding anywhere, even Tarawea. If he can do it, so can I. I just need to figure out how the talisman works.
That is true. We need to find out how the talisman works. But making it through chapter 1, making it to chapter 2, I think this is an excellent place to put a pin in it for this time. Thank you so much for watching, and I've been Sackshot, and you've been watching the first chapter in Alone in the Dark. Goodbye.